Hey there, everybody. My name is Angelo. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's getting late by me. Just had a somewhat um, atypical work day. First day with the new truck, different than our usual van that we use, and it's gonna take some time to get used to. Came home after work early and had some good food, so shout out to the home cooks. And then after that, we had to fix our dryer because it was leaking. So these are the types of things that go on every day in my life. I also have epilepsy. I had brain surgery in February of this year, in 2026. So it has been more than 6 months, going on 7 months, if you know what I'm saying. So, with that being said, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about me and the things that I do every single day. Work was interesting because as an electrician, and I've been doing that on and off for a very long time throughout high school, throughout college, now after college, doing it full time. There are some challenges, and I would say getting used to this truck was a challenge in its own right because everything that we've used before this was a van, which had storage racks inside, and it made it very clear where everything was to a degree. Um, so those were the positives. Now, the new one that we got recently is what is known as a utility body truck, which is cabin, the front cabin of like a pickup truck, but instead of having a pickup truck on the back end of it, it has a giant shell around it and it has storage on both sides. So all of your main storage where you would put it on like a storage rack in a van, you put that in all of the little doors. And so that helps a lot with not having to climb in and out of the truck all the time. Um, just makes trips to the truck faster, more efficient, able to keep it so much cleaner because you don't have to worry about a ton of clutter. Everything has a spot designated for it. So some of the cons, big learning curve. Used to this, been doing that for over 10 years, and it's been in a van every single time. So doing it in a truck, kind of odd. I'll probably get used to it eventually, but it's definitely something new for sure. And obviously still learning to become a better electrician. I'm very fortunate that I'm able to work with my father, who has been doing it for much longer than me, and he also has had some of a learning curve with the truck as well because he has been doing it twice as long, and that means he's twice as used to using the van, and we both work at lost a few times just trying to find small supplies. However, we work in the Hamptons. There's a lot of traffic, and because of that, it's worrisome when we get out there and there's not a lot of work to do. Today was a short day. Kind of tried to cram in a few things, um, fixed a few things that you can't really put on a bill. Minor stuff that can't really be rung up as like a legitimate ticket. I mean, you could kind of would be doing your customers a little dirty. So probably not gonna make as much as usual today, especially since we didn't work a full shift. Um, and so I'm worried about, I guess, everything after this, as this being one of the slowest summers I've ever dealt with doing this full time. Ridiculous. So the off season, I can only imagine, because the off season is usually almost dead. If it's as bad as it was last year or worse, we're in trouble. I'm gonna have to start searching for a different career potentially, or at least in a different company. And I know that sounds terrible, but I'm not the only one that's done it. People do it all the time. You gotta make ends meet. And right now, I need consistent work, whatever that may be. I do have formal education as well, so that does help me. Um, I went to college, and yeah, so I think obviously the job market's brutal right now, and I've been hunting, and I took a break because I couldn't handle it, and I just you know buried myself in doing this type of stuff, and also trying to learn more about the electrical aspects, um, and just like working on a ton of crap like sleep schedule, medication management, dealing with some, I guess, not side effects, but after facts of getting brain surgery. I had part of my brain removed in February, and there's a metal plate there. That spot is sensitive. The scar specifically, the plates are also sensitive because you hit it. It's basically like mushing skin against not only your skull but also metal, and it's sensitive. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just is. And so I've hit my head many times on the job because I am taller. Um, been pretty good recently. It's just one of those things that happens sometimes, and you can't help yourself. You're not paying attention. I almost whacked my head on a corner today. The way some of these houses are built down these stairwells, it had this big jutting out square. So as soon as you turn the corner, it was right there, ready to split your face open, which is crazy to think that someone greenlit that as an architectural um, like pass. Like, this is good. Like, it was terrible. It's not great at all. If you are not unaware of something like that, you are in for a rude awakening. So yeah, just really pushing hard to get the van done. We spent 3 days emptying out the old van and filling in the new one, and this is a completely different type of van. It's a utility body. Everything's on the exterior. Very little stuff is stored interior. So had to get all of that used to where everything is stored, what is in the van, what is out of the van. It's just a big process. It's going to take some time. Doing it for 10 years, been doing it in a van every single time, and my dad been doing it twice as long. So not having it in a van, very odd, I will say. But that being said, I am not quitting on myself because I know I have a lot of obstacles to overcome still, but I refuse to. So I'm not quitting on myself. I'm not quitting on you. So hopefully you don't quit on yourself and you don't quit on me, and we can hold each other accountable. If that sounds fair and you are done with me talking about my job, or if you're interested, I look forward to talking to you all very soon. I hope you have a wonderful time, and I hope you all are staying very happy, healthy, and safe. Have a great rest of your day.